News from Gamescom about the 2.3 release has just been leaked. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous with Down to Earth Astronomy. News about the 2.3 update has just been announced during Gamescom, and right now I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the different things that's going to be implemented. First and foremost, they're going to implement wing planetary missions. Now, exactly which type, I don't think that was mentioned, but we can pretty much deduct that there are very few types of planetary missions. Just off the top of my head, I think there are cut the power, skimmer missions, obviously, and surface scan missions. I think those are the three types of missions that at least I can recall. Now, surface scan missions, I have a hard time seeing how they would make them into wing missions. Multiple scan points, maybe something like that. I don't know. The cut the power, like you got to shoot a power plant, a little bit difficult as well to make into a wing mission, unless you just have them go to bigger bases that are more difficult, that will require more SRVs or ships. But skimmer missions are pretty straightforward. I mean, it's just basically going to be skimmer missions that have a larger requirement for how many skimmers you need to kill, but then the payout per skimmer will then be lower than for the normal missions, as has been with all the other wing missions. So lower payout per skimmer, but large amount of skimmers per mission. And of course, they will be wing shareable, so you can do them together in a wing. So yeah, that's gonna come in, and to support those new types of missions, and they are gonna add large versions of the dumbfire missiles, large version of the seeker missiles, and large versions of the torpedo launcher. Now, the current versions of the dumbfire and seeker missiles all do the same damage, both the small and the medium, but they just have more ammo. So what I expect is with the large versions, it's going to be the same damage output per missile, but they're going to carry more ammo. Pretty much the same with the torpedoes. We have the small one who can hold 1 torpedo, medium one can hold 2 torpedoes, so I'm probably going to expect the large one too will be able to hold 4 torpedoes. The other weapon that's going to be added is a large turreted multi-cannon. We can also pretty much guess. I mean, it's a large, it's turreted, it's a multi-cannon. It's going to do less damage, about, I would say, half of what you can get out of a fixed. Not much else there. But then there's a whole lot of stuff regarding Thargoids, and the Guardian narrative. So we're gonna go run through that. They're gonna add a whole host of new weapons, all in small variants. They're gonna add on the human tech broker side, they're gonna add small shock cannons. On the Guardian tech broker, they're gonna add small plasma charges, small shard cannons, and small Gauss cannons. So pretty much small versions of everything we already have. And I do believe, let me actually just check this here real quick. Yes, this shock cannon seems to be coming in a gimbaled. The rest is just gonna be fixed and turreted. So yeah, again, that's not a huge surprise there. Then of course there's new ships, no S apparently. Oh, maybe there will be, we don't know. The Crusader, of course, as this has been speculated, and I think it's been announced actually, that at least the Crusader is going to be added. It seems like it's going to follow pretty much the same design, and pretty much going to be very, very similar to the current Chieftain and Challenger that we already have in the game. Though the Crusader is going to be able to hold a ship-launched fighter. Size of the ship, I'm not sure. It might be a large ship. I actually don't know. It might just be another medium ship. We don't have that many medium ships with ship-launched fighter. They did add the crate, so if it's going to be kind of the similar size, well, it could still be medium. They didn't mention anything about the crate, a new crate, Crate Phantom, which has also been speculated that might be added. Though I wouldn't take that as a discouragement that it's not going to be added, because they've done that before where I think they did it with the Type 10, where they didn't even post it I think it was with the Type 10, where everybody was just expecting that it was Type 10, but it was never really actually said that it was going to come. And of course the Type 10 wasn't there in that patch. I think it was that, might have been some other ships, but I recall that they've done this before, where they would, on purpose it seems, only mention one of the 2 ships that are going to be launched, because everybody pretty much guessed the other one, but I think it's gonna to get people second guessing about what's going on, maybe to create some little bit more hype around it. So that's a pretty standard Frontier move to do that. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get 2 ships, and I'm pretty sure the other one's gonna be the Great Phantom, but we don't know much about it other than that. Then also on the Guardian side, we are gonna get Guardian space-based locations. From the video that was posted, link to that in the description, it seemed like the ship was, the thing was kind of like a mega ship sized, that kind of thing. Whether it is actually a ship, whether it's dormant, whether it's active, whether what's going on here, if it's some kind of installation, though mega ships installations are kind of the same now. I don't really know what's going on here, but at least they're gonna come and, well, something new for us to explore. Then we're gonna get a hybrid, or actually 3 different types of hybrid fighters. It has very long been theorized they were gonna come, and I think I mentioned this before, when we've had the Guardian vessel blueprints for a very long time, so it was pretty much expected that at some point we're gonna have to get those unlocked, though they are hybrid, so maybe they're not Guardian. I'm actually not sure whether you would unlock those or not, but at least we're gonna get those 3 fighters. Probably have to unlock them, and they're gonna carry a variety of the normal weapons that we already have. That now coming in the small versions of the ones that are gonna be fitted on the fighters. So new and more powerful fighters to fight off the Goyts. And then something that I found very puzzling. And that is they're gonna add engineers to Colonia, and they said they're gonna add special engineers. They didn't elaborate a lot on it. What's that gonna mean? What I really don't hope they're gonna do is they're gonna make engineers in Colonia that has some modifications that are not available in the bubble. Because it will really be a pain if you have to go all the way out to Colonia to get some special modification for the ship you need, especially for a ship that's not really going to be very good at jumping. Then that's going to take a while. But yet again, people in Colonia kind of have to do that already, go back to the bubble. But I guess that's what you get when if you decide to move to Colonia. That's, you live on that like Frontier kind of lifestyle where you live out there where there's just not all the facilities and the luxury of having engineers close by as you do have in the bubble. I guess that's part of living in Colonia. But at least it's great that they're adding something out there. What I hope it's going to be is it's going to be engineers that has a broader spectrum of blueprints available. So they would probably have fewer engineers, but they would then have more blueprints, something along those lines. Exactly how they did mention it in the video, but exactly how it's going to work, I'm not 100% sure on that this time. But that's pretty much it. And to me, so if you're not interested in Thargoids and hunting or the Guardian narrative, you're pretty much stuck with at least a Crusader, possibly a Great Phantom, and new missiles which very few people use. Then a turreted multi-cannon, which is not going to be used very much, I think. So the only real thing you get is the ship and the planetary wing missions. So there's not a whole lot of content. Of course, there's also the Guardian ships, but I doubt there's going to be a whole lot of gameplay around that. It's probably going to be something we can go, you could find that interesting for an evening or two to go and explore that. But after that, unless there's something, some new missions around it or something a lot larger than I would expect, then I don't think that's something that we're gonna be spending a whole lot of time on. So the only real like content kind of implementation is really the wing missions. It is a small update. They've said it's a small update. I probably would have liked to see some. I mean, it's nice with the larger missiles and more wing missions, of course, but I would probably like to see some more reworking of some of the things, like more focus on the core of the game. But okay, this is what we get. I'm pretty sure there's more. If you watch the video that I've been talking about, they do set Ed said in the end that he forces people to turn off their phones. So they probably announced something else that wasn't shown in the video. So this might possibly be even more than are shown here. But we will have to wait and see. At least news is probably going to come out over over the next couple of days as Gamescom continues. But anyway, I really hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.